Today I will be answering the internet's craziest would you rathers. This is a part of a brand new video series where I will logically debate and answer any would you rather, no matter how odd or weird or silly they may be. And if you'd like to be featured in the next one, be sure to leave your craziest ones in the comment section below. And please feel free to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications. If you need to watch YouTube every time you eat food, I am incredibly confident that you will fall in love with this YouTube channel because we always upload the most odd daily content. Alright folks, that's enough. Let's see what the trenches have in store for us today. Would you rather be on death row for a crime you didn't commit and the most important person in your life is free but they committed the crime? Or be free, but the most important person in your life is on death row for a crime you committed? Send this to your friend and see if they answer correctly. The only reason why I'd even question the validity of this is simply because if they are walking free for a crime that they committed and I'm on death row, are they doing everything they can to try to get me out? Because if they're not and they're just lollygagging, just enjoying themselves, enjoying the freedom, even though I'm taking the fall, I would feel betrayed. I would feel like that's selfish. On the other end, I don't know if I'd be able to live with myself as someone being free while someone is being punished for my crimes. Yeah, I would rather be on death row. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or constantly feel like you have to sneeze? Oh my god. Oof. Okay, I may be just a very different person here. I don't know how you guys feel about hiccups. I hate the hiccups so much. It brings out way more than just a hiccup. Sometimes it'll bring out I'll burp and hiccup at the same time. Sometimes I will start gagging because of the hiccups, and I hate it so much. I don't exactly mind feeling like I need to sneeze. I can imagine that after a long period of time, that feeling I'd get used to, but hiccups, that can really just make your body jolt at this point. Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time or by people who complain all the time? Funny enough, anyone who has ever worked in retail knows exactly what this is like. I've been around a lot of people who constantly complain about anything and everything in their life. I've been around a lot more of those people in my life than I've been around people who brag all the time. Assuming that they're bragging about something that is actually an accomplishment, I don't mind that. But I think there are a lot of people out there who have, how do I say this? How do I say this? When you want to help someone who's constantly complaining about their life, but they don't want to be helped, they are okay with and even feel comfortable in the misery. At that point, I feel like that's just a canon event for people in general to meet someone like that. I think that's way more draining on a person than someone who brags a lot, so we'll leave it at that. Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you'll clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard? Please hurry. Oh no. Hold on, 7 years ago is crazy. It's better to just clog the toilet because you can just blame it on anybody. Say who the host has a child, blame it on them. There is no shame as an adult blaming children for things that you do. Remember that, kids. Adults. Kids, adults. Adult kids. Would you rather have $10,000 transferred to your bank account daily or eat both of your hands? That's a tough one. Now hear me out. I don't know what it's like to have 10K transferred to my bank account every day, but I also don't know what it's like to eat both my hands either. So, there's a possibility in your life that you could get 10K transferred to your bank account. But how many chances are you gonna get to eat both of your hands? I will leave this one up to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this while keeping a straight face. Would you rather be an underage illegal immigrant driving an ice cream truck and hit a guy juggling tennis balls while he's riding a unicycle, or be a guy juggling tennis balls while riding a unicycle and be hit by an underage illegal immigrant driving an ice cream truck? If I get hit with the ice cream truck, I can't even sue and get money. I wish I could get hit by a city bus. Yeah, getting hit by a city bus would be a lot better, but in this situation, okay, so would I rather hit the guy with my car, or would I rather get hit by a car? You know what? Something that needs to be taken into consideration is that it is an ice cream truck. A lot of times, if they are in neighborhoods or, in general, they are going really, really, really slow. If I am juggling tennis balls while riding a unicycle, I have to imagine that I'm not doing it just for the pure love of the game. Maybe I'm entertaining, the neighborhood kids. My son is out there, riding his bike, and he's embarrassed that his dad knows how to juggle and ride a unicycle. Like, I'm sorry that I have a history of being a clown, okay? Kids these days, they just don't get ball like that. I'm just using context clues here. If I'm getting hit with an ice cream truck, I have to imagine that this specific situation, I don't think I'd be that hurt. Would you rather get $1 every time you compliment a stranger, or $10 every time you insult a stranger in the meanest way possible? Actually, this is a bit of a hard one. Honestly, I have no problems being mean to people. Yeah, give me the $10. Give me the $10. Run me my money. Okay, we'll see if this one makes it into the video. Would you rather automatically say ahoy matey when you get an erection, or shiver me timbers when you come? Ahoy matey so fast. This is the only one where I was like, oh yeah, I know the answer. Easily I know the answer. Why was this the one that I knew the answer to immediately, but not like the eating my own hands one? Alright, would you rather have to listen to your least favorite music for the rest of your life, or have to say the you from Crank That by Soulja Boy every time you say the word you? Well, little did you know, I unironically do this, and it drives my girlfriend insane. Okay, this is a bit of a classic one, actually. Would you flip a coin if heads meant you instantly receive $10 billion and tails meant you die instantly? Now, the very easy joke here is that it's a win-win no matter what. But how many people are willing to take that 50-50 chance? It kind of reminds me of like Squid Game, even though that Squid Game was like the odds were way, way lower. To be honest, I'll probably be the first to say, no, I would not, because I don't want to risk losing the life I already have. I may not have a lot of money, but I'm rich in many other ways. Would you rather add 50 years to your lifespan and become a ghost upon death, or reduce your lifespan and be reincarnated continuously? Okay, so the problem with this question is that it doesn't state what I am being reincarnated as. So I'm going to assume, if we're not following the Hindu culture here, that I'd be reincarnated as a person. Now, here's the thing. If I am constantly reincarnated, that means that although I will have more lifetimes and experiences throughout all of history on Earth, I would be the most lonely person, because I would never get to fully spend that eternity with any of the people that I like or love. So, no, I'd rather become a ghost. Would you rather be left with a cliffhanger? And that's the video, folks. All right, thank you for watching. Please come back for the next one. Go on, get out of here.